like the sky, nigga, but it won't. It's so hard out here. 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 You think it come easy, but it don't. But it don't fall like the sky, nigga, but it won't. But it won't.
How hot is hot?
I'm on the radio.
Say it. I want to on TV.
You don't want to be on TV? Say it out loud.
Say it out loud. Huh? Say it out loud. No.
Say it loud.
Wow. Say it loud.
Wow.
No, say
Say
it loud.
Wow.
Say it. Say it loud.
McDonald's.
Mr. Watkins, how you doing? My name is Bubba Washington.
All right, nice to meet you.
I'm a student at Richland College, and we have I have a radio show called The Handler Radio. We're also doing a TV show called Say It Out Loud. We just want to get your views on what's went on, and do you think any changes is going to be made out of what we got going on today?
Yeah, I think we're going to have some changes after the rally today, and hopefully people will take advantage of the opportunity to go out and vote. And that's really what makes a difference, to make sure we elect people, to make sure this doesn't happen in the future.
The game have changed.
Thank you, sir. Glad to hear from you.
Understand the game, you have to change with it. See, people in reality keeps your mind straight. And without this reality, life just seems to deteriorate. Now they've taken player hate to a whole new level. And the game never once calm, will never be settled. So why is life more confusing than yesterday? Maybe because everyday reality that we see is life. And everyday life for us is just not reality to them. Them white stones that disrupts and destroys a happy home is the same stones that keep the next man strong. Have you ever been to the ghetto? Have you ever been rejected? Peep game this one time, and then you can check it. Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Clint Allen shot 7 times by Clark Stoller, bagged number 95-14 in Oak Cliff. We have Trayvon Martin here in Dallas, Texas. Best believe. We got Trayvon Martin here in Dallas, Texas too. Over 60 men in the past several years here in Dallas, Texas alone. Tobias Mackey, her son Clinton Allen, Bobby Walker at Doc Ledbetter Station, and a whole multitude of other people have been shot down dead.
You say her son?
Yes,
Whose
sir.
son?
Claire Fletcher. Talk about your...
Ma'am, your son was shot down?
Yes, my son, Clinton Allen,
Clinton Allen, where's he from?
from Dallas, Texas.
What part of Dallas he from?
Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff? Do you mind talking about the surroundings of the case?
Well, we can pontificate a little bit on it, but here's the core of it. Clinton was unarmed. He was 25 years old. He was shot by Clark Stoller, badge number 9514. Stoller had just been disciplined in 2012 for using excessive force and falsifying a police record. But the Dallas Police Department let this thug back into our community because they don't think that we care about our community. We know that there's a gang of thugs that exists within the police department masquerading as police officers, and they hunt and they prey in certain zip codes. And this officer here is a thug, a murderer, and he should be taken off the streets, and he should be indicted for murder.
What's that officer's name?
Clark Stoller, badge number 9514.
And this gentleman is still a police officer today?
He's a police officer.
Okay.
You can't shoot a dog 7 times.
Exactly. Did y'all hear it live and direct? The Handler Radio, Say It Out Loud TV, keeping it real in the city. This is the officer.
Badge number 9514. Clinton had twin sons. He was at a friend's house. Could not get into the house. They had made arrangements to meet. He decided she didn't want to meet. He was knocking on the door. The police was called, and this thug showed up and never even talked to the young lady that made the 911 call. He went straight into his "I'm gonna kill me a black man" mode and chased my son down and shot him in the back and shot him 6 other times. So this is our Trayvon Martin in Dallas. There have been over 60 black unarmed men that have been murdered by Dallas policemen since 2001, and not one officer has been indicted. We have a black district attorney that is not indicting these white police officers that are coming into our community and killing our men and boys. And a lot of people don't know those numbers exist, but we obtain those numbers through open records requests. They sweep them under the rug. A lot of these murders you don't hear. There have been over 60 unarmed black men that have been murdered, unarmed, that have been murdered. And these officers go back to work, play with their children, and have dinner. We won't just.
Thank you, ma'am. Say It Out Loud TV, the Handler Radio.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
When we are born as black and brown people, we are born as suspects, suspicious of our humanity, because when they brought us here, they didn't think we had souls.
Hey, man.
We were cattle and chattel and property to be owned. Then we were suspected not having intelligence, as if we didn't have what God gave everybody else.
Amen.
In terms of our brain. They didn't just murder Trayvon, they also lynched Rachel Jontel, acting like they couldn't understand her. You understand it when Snoop says for shizzle my nizzle. You understand Tupac, you understand Busta Rhymes, but you can't understand Rachel Jontel. You can exploit us on television, you can listen to our hip-hop culture, you can see LeBron's black body perform poetry in space, but you can't understand Rachel Jontel said she was talking to a boy who was running for his life. You understand, you just don't believe. The suspicion of black intelligence, the skepticism about black humanity are the basis of Western civilization. And what we have done from the very beginning is argue our case in the court of human opinion against the indictment of our intelligence and humanity. So don't act like we don't understand what it means for Trayvon to be suspected of doing something wrong. Because when we operate in America, the suspicion of our intelligence and humanity means that we are not treated with fairness and equality and justice until we demand it. Even the President of the United States, who finally spoke up, I got him on my chest. I knew him when you called him Obama. I knew who he was then. I was his surrogate twice. I stood for him. It's about time. The White House stood for the black realities and the tragedies that we have to face in America. I love my president. And he did something brilliant yesterday. First he said Trayvon could have been his son. But then he made a philosophical shift. He said Trayvon could have been me.
Big boy. Worldwide. Worldwide. That's for the young niggas. God is real. Worldwide. God is real. They think it come easy, but it don't. Gon' fall out the sky, nigga, but it won't. It's so hard out here. 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 They think it come easy, but it don't. But it don't fall out the sky, nigga, but it won't. But it
How hot is hot?